This time of year, it seems like so many are filled with joy of the season and spreading holiday cheer. And yet, for others, this time feels anything but joyful. And so, if you're the latter, this podcast is for you. Be sure to listen. Hi, I'm Jen Barnes, and you're about to experience how to ditch the old ways of doing things and move from being other led to being self led so you can live a life you love. Welcome to the Self Led Woman Podcast. Hey, it's Jen. So, growing up, the holidays were a time of just joy and fun activities and love and connection and family. And a lot of that was, my mom, she just like drew us all in together and just shared her love of giving during this time of year. And all of that changed in 2019 when she died. And I'm not here today to necessarily talk about my mom's death or needing support around that or to unpack it, but rather as a therapist who specializes in complex trauma, I've seen so many struggle with this time of year where it feels like you're supposed to feel joyful and happy, and yet so many people feel anything but that. And so it may be that you've lost a loved one or multiple loved ones, either through death or through disconnection of some kind. And even when that disconnection was a choice and a healthy choice, it doesn't mean it isn't hard. It's possible that maybe you grew up in a not so great way and the holidays have never really been all that fantastic for you. And so all this time of year does is bring back those awful memories. It may also be true that you might not be able to do all of the things that you used to do. Like maybe your body has changed in some way. Maybe you've aged, or perhaps you're disabled, or maybe you don't have access financially or otherwise to things that you used to like to do. And so you're not able to do those things that used to bring you joy. Whatever it is, the holidays can be really hard for so many of us. I'm not here to help you erase all this pain and just make this time of year be joyful, right? Instead, we need to find a way to acknowledge, accept, and work through the layers of our feelings so that we can find a way to string together moments of chosen joy. I've got 7 ways I want to talk about today that we can try and work our way through this holiday season, maybe with a little more ease than we have in the past. These are things that I've tried since my mom died and things that some of my clients who struggled with the holidays have even shared with me. The first one, and as a therapist, I of course have to share this, is to work with the feelings. It's really important that you notice, acknowledge, validate, and make space for all of the feelings that are coming up for you at this time. So for me, that might be, feeling really sad that my mom is gone and letting myself cry in moments where I really feel that loss. It might be letting myself feel angry that the way that, someone else does holidays in our family isn't the way mom used to do it. And so I feel disappointed, and to really let that be okay instead of pushing it down or shaming. And so, whatever it is that you're feeling, it's really important that you take time to at least acknowledge and validate these feelings and make space for them because they're real and they're there for a reason. Remember, our feelings are our little reminders like, yoo-hoo, something needs to be addressed. It's also important that if you are invited to events that you're just not up for this year or that for whatever reason aren't your jam, that you just say, no, thank you. You can say, thank you so much for inviting me. That's just not something I'm up for this year. And there's lots of polite ways to decline an invitation. But you get to take care of yourself in this however you need to. As part of that, though, it's also really easy to isolate and just say, nope, I'm not doing any of it. I'm checking out. But that actually can sometimes be a mistake because it can feel so isolating and make us feel even more alone this time of year. And so I'd encourage you to find a way to attend those gatherings that you actually might enjoy,
even if you're not 100% feeling like it, because you never know, you might enjoy it. And you're always welcome to say, I'll go for a half hour. And after a half hour, if I'm ready to leave, I'll go home. Otherwise, I'll stay. Another important piece to consider is including lost loved ones when that's appropriate. So that could be setting a plate at the table for them. It could be having their pictures around. It could be having an ornament on the tree of their picture. Whatever it is for you. Finding a way to keep them present in your heart and alive in your life, both now and throughout the year. Something in the last couple of years I've found has been really helpful is getting involved in the seasonal stuff. It started last year. I made myself go, and the year before COVID was going on, so I couldn't really do much. But last year, I made myself go to the ice castles, which is this outdoor, it's castles built out of ice, right? I'm in Minnesota, so ice freezes and stays that way. And so I made myself go to the ice castles, and I enjoyed a couple plays with family, including the Nutcracker ballet. And so allowing yourself to do fun things for the season, whether that's making cookies with people or on your own, doing a little secret Santa gift exchange, or whatever it is, really give yourself permission to enjoy some of those seasonal activities. Another thing that can help is to give to others. And this could be monetarily, but it also could be like writing cards to people in the nursing home. I know that one of our local nursing homes, the one my grandma is at, you can write holiday cards to the residents and they feel so much joy getting them, right? And so that's a way to really give. You can for sure volunteer in other ways. So many lovely ways that you can give to others during this season. Maybe a toy in the Toys for Tots bin. And last but not least, I want to talk about something that sometimes can be hard, but it's about choosing joy. And the thing is joy is a choice. It may not be something that we can feel every single second, because that wouldn't be authentic. And in fact, would actually be pushing down our authentic experience in a way that doesn't serve us. But we can find ways to choose joy. Maybe we choose to find joy in our neighbor's light display. Or, I was walking home from work and the lights for this Holidazzle festival were already up near Loring Park. And I was like, oh, I just took a breath in and looked at it and was like, breathed out. Yeah, that's awesome. Or maybe we listen to holiday music, or maybe not. But whatever it is, we can try to find those moments of joy and perhaps stringing them together almost like lights on your tree. So that's all I have for you today. And I hope that no matter what it is that you're going through this season, that you're able to string together those moments of joy. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe or follow the Self-Led Woman podcast. Take care.